and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz, once again back in Empires of the Undergrowth, and what will likely be the last Scoonty episode. I think even if we manage to survive this, I think we're pretty much at the point where we're just going to survive, so I might actually have to call it. I would love to see it through until the bitter end, but it might get to one of diminishing returns, really. And it doesn't seem to be getting much more. I know the difficulty's still going up. Like we're up to 300, so we're going to hit 400% difficulty today. So difficulty's going up, but I'm not really seeing much change in terms of the actual gameplay itself. I suppose that's what I'm going for. Right, 2s and 3s go over there. Everyone's on gather now, aren't they? Let's just check that. Yes, they are. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Where are the 1s? Where are the 1s? Oh, the 1s are over here taking care of this. Okay. Probably take them off there, couldn't we? We can maybe move the 1s up there, because stuff is kicking off up there. Where are the 3s we normally have? Oh, we just moved the 3s over there, didn't we? Did I mean to move the 3s? Well, they're gone now, that's fine. The 3s are going to go over there. So yeah, so it seems to have had a bit of a 50-50 turn, I would say, in the comments. Some people are still want to see it through to the very end, and there's been about 50% of people now, it seems like, are like, it's kind of run its course. I want to see it end now, please. I'm assuming that's the accent of all of the naysayers. I couldn't say for sure, I suppose. So yes, we will see how this video goes, but I think we'll probably, like I say, think about leaving it after this one. What I'm hoping is that I'll have some actual end occur, but we shall see how we go, because we can't, there's not many things we can really build now, is there? 3,000... 4 or 3 8,000, 9 8 to build a major, so yeah, we are at a point where it's costing us a lot. The water is rising, so everyone will give it to about 45, I think, because there's not a huge amount actually down there, is there? And then we'll start bringing them all back. I also brought back the 1s who I didn't mean to, so let's swap the 1s and the 3s over. Let's put the 3s back over there, because then I know what's what. The 3s are, yeah, they are still the smallest group. So that should get everyone up. Well, there's a few. There's a handful left behind, but that's not a problem. Hello. Hello, you delicious Uber. Don't really need to send the 5s there quite yet, I suppose. Let's make the 5s hang back a little bit, shall we? Let's just take a look at this. I do enjoy this. Just the pure chaos of whatever is going on over here. I mean, what is this about? Somewhere you can just see the butt of the of the Uber spider. Just in a mass of ants. Oh, the thing just disappeared. It's weird. And then my very awesome looking majors just like, yeah, just kicking ass up there. Oh, those guys look quite cool, don't they? That's a very nice little force on its way somewhere. That looks awesome. I have really grown to love the purple ants. I think the workers in particular, because they are so purple, I think they look absolutely awesome. All right. Let's go back to the jerkiness that is around 13 frames a second. So that Uber should be dead relatively soon. It's very hard to tell. I suppose when it stops being so mental. There, it just died there, didn't it? So let's start sending people away from there now. The 4s we'll leave there as a defense force. The 1s and the 2s want to start heading towards those plants. And the 4s and 5s can stay there, and hopefully that should be enough to get all the food. In fact, the 4s I might just move slightly to the side, just so they're a bit more of a defensive shield against this direction. There are a few things kicking off down here. The 3s are not doing great, actually, the 3s, are they? They seem to be a little bit overwhelmed, I would have thought. I would have said, even. Oh, there's a... yeah, that'll sort that problem out. Okay. So those guys are going to take care of that. Thought that was a giant whip spider then, that bit of grass. Freaks me right out. It's another whip spider on its way out. How are we doing? Oh my word. It is definitely ramping up, isn't it? Like quite significantly. 1s and 2s go over there. Another uber creature has spawned somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, those guys are finally losing. Oh, I say that. Nope, he's got those 2 helping him out, and he's done his job well. Okay. So we need to try and keep an eye out for the uber creature if we can. So those guys, I'm hoping now, if they're walking down there, they might see the seeds and get the seeds on the way down. That's my hope for them.
The ants must protect the queen.
The ants must what? Holy crapolas. I was not expecting that to happen. Oh my word. Bloody queen took damage. Yeah, didn't anticipate that. I'll be perfectly honest. Now I wonder if that's because they snuck in from over there. So maybe we'll send, in fact the 1s can go there. And the 2s will send down in that direction. The 5s have finished there. Another uber creature has spawned. Okay, right. 2s and 4s come over there. 5s just back off a little bit.
An extremely powerful predator is nearby. The colony would do.
So our food is still going up. It's not shooting up, but it's going up. We've made like a good 3,000 since we've started the video. And there's another 3,000 going to come from that uber creature when it succumbs. So the 1s... Oh, there's an uber creature there as well, look. Let's send the 3s down there for now. Because there's a few things arriving, and when that's cleared... It's not dead yet, is it? I don't think so. No, they go on the back when they're dead, don't they? There it goes. Right, so the 2s can go and help out there as well, just to make sure, The 5s go over there. Oh my word, it's like a whip spider party going on over there. So this thing predictably is taking quite a lot of damage. Another uber creature has spawned. Oh, this is getting problematic, isn't it? Alright, send the 2s there. Is it dead? Nope. Look at it. It's got loads of health still. Really is taking a while to get down that. Haven't gone up into any difficulty. I thought maybe it had trickled up a little bit since the last one. Right, that's almost gone now. So the 3s can head back over there. The 2s should be heading up here. The 5s are getting this, but I might need to withdraw them because they're going to get absolutely massacred by that whip spider population. So we bring the 5s down there and the 1s can come up here. Yeah, these things are really causing us some problems, aren't they? Did I not just send the 5s? I did send the 5s. That's because there's still a... Oh, it's a 4, but it's covered by the 1. The 1 of the 4 is covered by the 1. Obvs. Right. So I just send them all in that direction. Because these things are just massacring me, really. Having this huge conglomerate of whip spiders. I didn't mean to send the 3s. We'll send those back over here. And it's just the 5s down here, which is actually a bit of a problem for us. Like, why aren't they getting any food? Why is the 5s food gathering off? When did that happen? I haven't touched the food gathering. Right, 3s go down there then. Oh, that's been cleared up a bit now, actually, so no. 1s go there. 3s go back there. 5s are actually gathering food now. I can't believe that was off. That must have been on up here. So I don't get why they weren't... Why they're food gathering... I must have hit a shortcut key. What is the shortcut key? Z. Oh, yeah, I could see me hitting Z accidentally. Damn. Okay, at least that was quite recent. Well, one would hope that's quite recent. Right, our food is ticking up, so we do need to look at doing something with it. So let's build another range. We'll pop it there. And should we stick another range in? Stick one up? No, because it's got that there, so we'd need to get rid of that. Let's do that. In fact, can I cancel that? Yeah, we'll just do the one, because that makes sense. And I'll assume everything is fine outside for the moment. Alright, let's pop another range down. And then where is the one that we just popped down? There it is. Who is that, I wonder? Such a massive chaos down here. So that's the 2s, okay. Oh, if we put some speed tiles down there, that's going to let us upgrade. Going to get those up to level 3 then, aren't we? And then we can get the middle one to 3 as well. Perfect. And up here, we should be able to get a few up as well. I really need to go and check on outside, ideally. I don't really want to surround it with more speed tiles. It's just hassle afterwards. Right, this seems to have chilled out a bit. That one's been... Oh my god, no it hasn't. Nope. 2s, 4s, and possibly the 1s. I don't like taking the 1s away from down here now, though, because it gets so mental. The 5s can move out of there, though, because they'll be needed up here in a moment.
Not every creature is born equal.
Yeah, I think there should be a limit to how many times he says that.
The colony would...
Because it happens a lot. Happens a lot. And I really would like the option of having, like, another 5 of these, like a 1B or a 2B, because I could really do with having more groups right now. That thing's actually dead already, look. Let's send the 2s and the 4s. No, 2's there. And 4's just over here, just as a bit of a defense force, really. No, let's send the 4's over there, actually. Oh, no, 2s and 4's back here. He's already half dead, luckily for us. The 1's attack is off. I must have been smashing... the 4's attack is off. I must have been smashing the shortcut keys for a while. Because it went all over the shop. That should hopefully sort that out, though. Right, so the 5s are going to smash this through. Then they're going to move up there. And work on that one. They have to walk straight past that one to get there, so that's not a problem. Who did we move? Oh no, we pulled them back. It was the 2s, weren't they? But yeah, we pulled them back. Of course we did. So 2s and 4s can head over there now, I think. But in fact, no, we'll leave the 2s there and the 4s there. The 5's going back and forth here. You're all about to die. Momentarily. The 1s are dealing with this food down here. The 3s have got this area up here. Another uber creature has spawned. Because we've almost emptied that one out now. So they'll all be working on this one hard in a moment. I don't know what happened to the 2s. I guess they must have all taken food and run off with it. Not enough of the 5s were getting through to take up those spots. Right, let's bring the 2s back over there, actually, because we've got a couple of things making their way down there. Right, so that one's gone. I'm pretty sure we've got all of the food there. I just want to move the 5's marker a little bit so I can actually see what the number is. Who do they belong to? That's the 1s. So it's the 1s and the 2s we are increasing. Probably need to look at doing... Oh, we can't really do that, can we? No. Right. So the tide has been in and is gone again. Let's just move the 2s up there to this little bottleneck. But the problem is they start there and then they end up moving further and further away. That's something we'll just have to cope with. The 5s have almost finished this off, which is great. That spider's going to massacre them. There we go. The 4s are on it, though. You see, the ones are kind of wasted here, but there's so many enemies coming out now. I might send the ones up there for a second, actually, because there's lots of food up there to be gathered. Or, in fact, no, let's keep the ones there. Let's move the 5s up there. There's so much food there. Let's just run the 5s up there. They'll clear it out in an instant, won't they? And once they're done there, we'll send them down this way. And over. In fact, they can go everywhere. The 5s are needed everywhere. And because their attack is off, I'm hoping they will just grab the food and run. So what I'm hoping is this will all start to just disappear quite rapidly now. Oh, we do need to look at building more. So we'll stick with the ones we've been increasing already. Just for simplicity's sake, really. We don't really have many areas around we can really work on outside of it.
An extremely powerful predator is nearby. The colony would do well.
Extremely powerful predator, yada yada yada. Right, let's pop another one there. And another one there. 4,351 that's now costing. 4,351. Alright, 5s. Make your way over there, help them clean that out, and then you can go up there. That's destroyed our food look. So what do they cost now? 3,700 for a melee, 4,500 for a ranged, and 11,700 for a major. And 500 for a worker. 500 for a worker. 394% difficulty? It's the 4s there, isn't it? Yeah, so I think what we'll do is move the 2s there and the 4s there and act as like a side guard for the 5. So I'm going to send down here to start getting some of this food. And the 1s and 3s have to take care of themselves. Like I said, it's a waste for the 1s really, because there's 65 there. So I could just move out one of these groups, couldn't I? I could at the very least take out the 8 or the 3s. Let's take out the 8s. Add them to the 4s. That's 57 and 51 then, and defending. I don't think that's too bad. So the 5s have just cleared all this food out. Look, can they run over there and just grab all these seeds as well? Yeah, you can. You tricksy little things. Look at you go. There is a lot of things around, and I'm just struggling a little bit on where I can actually... Let's bring the 5s back a bit, send them down there to help. No, send the 5s back up there. Look, that's really adding up. Let's send the 2s over there, and the 4s down there. Seen a few other uber creature prompts, but no other actual uber creatures. Can't believe the queen got attacked. That's insane, isn't it, really? Right, so I'm going to just chuck in a save, just because we did have that crash previously. And I'm very wary these days. Although I think in the last video or two I've completely forgotten to do that. Which could very easily bite me in the behind. Let's send the 4s up there, because stuff is kicking off up there. And the 2s... It's just getting the numbers to actually do the work, isn't it? Maybe we'll turn off the 2s and the 4s food gathering for now. If they can just establish a beachhead, as it were. And then we can use the 5s as a renegade gathering group to just run around and grab the food that no one else is. Oh, nope, take that back. 2s and 4s, come and deal with this situation that I missed. 5s, bring yourselves, just go down there for now, 5s. till the 2s and the 4s have taken care of business. If you know what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is they kill the Uber creature. Yeah, you probably knew what I was saying. 2's there, 4's there, another Uber creature has spawned.
Predator is nearby.
And they are still worth 3,000 food. That doesn't change. That does not change the more difficult it gets. Have we? I mean, I keep checking. I'm itching for it to get to 400, but it's just creeping up there. So they're rinsing that food quick as you like. These guys are probably going to die there. Well, they're doing alright. Oh, there's a lot of range to actually helping them out, isn't there? Perfect. Right, let's set the 5s to go up there. 2's back over there. The 4s are sent to a slightly weird place, but let's just send them to like there, to that bottleneck. So these 2 bottlenecked areas, the entrances to our area are now covered. The 5s are going to be getting all of this food. Hopefully that's another 6,000 in the bank. 1s are taking care of business. The 3s are taking care of business. Actually, I'm managing to bring some food in. Look, that's lovely to see, isn't it? It's trying to keep an eye on everything, and it's a struggle. I suppose that's one good thing about only having 5 groups. You can only watch at most 5 things at a time, or you're limited to watching 5 things at a time. If I had 10 groups and they're all over the place, I'd probably be struggling quite a lot to keep track of it all. We're at 178% in terms of our... Oh, that's the worker population. It's only 127 in terms of the soldier population. Because it costs so much more though, isn't it? So I struggled to get to that many. The 2s can probably go and help your buddies out, because I noticed a few of you are just hanging around, and you could probably go and help them out there, because that's another Uber creature. That's why you can go and do that. So we'll leave the 4s dealing with defending this area. But as soon as this is gone, we'll send the 4s down here as well. Might have to send the 1s in over here. We are starting to get a large build-up of food now, aren't we? Because they're turning the 2s and the 4s food gathering off, of course. To try and make sure they're actually just focused on killing things, really. That has had a small impact on the amount of food that's currently just lying around. Another Uber creature has spawned. Down to 700 food there. 500. 500. Ah, bugger. Quite frankly, bugger. Yeah, we're probably going to lose that Uber creature. I don't think it's going to get through the tiger beetles. He's not got much health left. He might even die down there. But yeah, he's got all this to get through yet till he even starts coming up the ramp. So I don't think he's going to do that, unfortunately. Which is a little bit of a pain. So let's send the 4s and the 5s there. Let's turn the 4s and the 5s food gathering back on. So I'd only turned it off for when I was going to establish beachheads down on the beach. And that obviously didn't happen. I think that thing's dead. Yeah, it's dead. We're about to lose it all in 20 seconds, which is a crying shame. Right, so food gathering is back in full effect now. I can't really extend my food any further, can I? So I gotta do that square. Seems a bit sort of pointless, doesn't it? I suppose I could just build an extra one up here, but then if they do have to walk up there, it's hell of a walk to get there. That I would rather avoid. The queen is back to full health, which is just lovely to see. So 1s and 3s are, yeah, they're coping. They're coping. 4s and 5s have cleared that food down there. Let's send the 2s and the 5s up this way. Let's turn the 2s food gathering off, because they're going to have the 5s doing it for them anyway. And the 4s will sort of move up to this bit a little bit. This bit a bit. It's a double bit. Right, 2s and 5s can head over there if you can. Oh, there's another aphid nest appeared, but it's largely impossible to really do much with them. Right, 2s and 5s. Now let's send the 5s back up here because that's getting quite crazy again. We are going to need to think about building another ant somewhere. It's got to that stage. So as we do the 2s and try and get them up to the same level as the 5s, that's not the worst thing in the world, is it? So let's get rid of this. And let's spend 4,545 food on another melee ant. That's insane. We never upgraded that one, which means we never upgraded this one up here either. And then, shall we do the speed tiles? Just getting rid of them afterwards, that's a mild pain, but let's do it. Because we're not going to, in fact, we're not going to lose those after. It's only that one we're going to lose, isn't it? So that actually works out quite alright.
The workers have done all they can to improve this highway.
That's that one done. And same up here, we could do these 3, because I doubt we're going to really get all that far in doing those.
Somewhere on the surface a strong creature stirs. It could be devastating to encounter unprepared.
Could be, it probably won't be.
Great reward.
So we are sorted there now. Yeah, fine. Okay, back outside. What's going on here? What's going on? Fish. So we send the 2s and the 5s over there. These are the enemy ants which are also after the fish, but they are largely being taken care of by this very helpful whip spider. He's doing everything he can to make sure that we get that fish first, which isn't that generous. Isn't that generous? So the 5s were helping out the 3s. They have largely got rid of all their food, which is just lovely. The 4s can head around that... Oh, hold up. Hold up. No, the 4s can stay exactly where they are. I take it back, 4s. You do that there. How much food has this fish got in it? The 4s are there, but they're also very easily distracted. But this fish is down in the plains which will be flooded. And when it's flooded, that food is gone. I think it's under 1,000. I can't tell till that last 2 marker disappears. It's only 1,500 that was there, so these 5s should absolutely rinse it. I might send the 5s over there, just so that maybe we'll bounce between them. But if we turn the 2's food gathering on as well... I think it's on 500. It's very hard to tell. See, the 5s are starting to rinse this a little bit now. There's only 400 food left there. Let's send the 5s down very briefly. Don't really need to worry about this unless it goes under 8 of 8 again. Let's turn off the food, the 2's food gathering. There's only 160 food left there. And we're done. So let's send the 5, sorry, over here. 2s I might send down here and turn their food gathering back on. Oh, no, wait. 2's over here. I take it back. Turn their food gathering off for now. Let's just get them working on that. The 4s can't go until this is gone. There's still 1,000 food left there. Anyone that can really help out? No, the 1s are dealing with some stuff. The 3s... Yeah, I can see a few health bars there as well.
Somewhere on the surface a strong creature stirs. It could be devastating.
600 food.
Prepared.
400.
Great risk comes
Great responsibility. Oh, nope, got that wrong. Alright, so that food is almost gone. So if we send the 4s up here as well to help take out this... Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Nope, 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 nope. This could be actually a mild problem, depending on how quickly this... No, because we need the... Need this to be defended, don't we? I may have to remove the 1s, I think, because that spider could absolutely... Oh, it's double spiders! That's more of a problem. That's a lot more of a problem. The mortars are doing such good work, though. I did think those two would absolutely destroy the mages, but the mages seem to be holding their own, really. They're doing alright. They are doing alright. Well, leave the 1s and the 4s there gathering that food afterwards, because that's going to be an extra 6,000 food. That's 9,000 food we've had up here in the last 30 seconds or so. That's not bad, is it? And there's some more which will actually help hopefully start gathering that food. This is about halfway through now. Up to about 6,000 food. What does a melee cost? A range cost now 4,700. $800 food left there. Lots of food down there, but the 1s are obviously preoccupied. A fair bit of food at the 3s as well. This area is largely emptied off because of the food gathering, which is the problem. They all empty off and then there's nothing left to gather the food, and you're running the risk of losing those delicious uber creatures. Right, that's down to... it's gone. Yeah, perfect. So let's turn the... No, hold up, wrong way. 5's over here. 2s can stay down here, but they can start gathering food now. So where are we? Everything is on both now, yes? Yes, perfect. Where are the 5s? Did I not move them? I don't know. I think they might still have been there, but everything is now right in the world. It's all fine. So I don't know if we managed to get all of that food, but we've already got 2,000 from it. So cool, we're about to run out of space again. Be quick, be quick, be quick. Come on, workers. Right, that's that problem solved for a little while. Just the constant sound of hatching down here, really, isn't there? And let's remove this one in preparation. Because we are going to obviously need to get in there shortly. And then we don't have to worry about it when we are actually out of food again. Right. How is everything going? There's still some food there. The 2s are still doing stuff down here. Another... Oh my god, the water's coming in. I didn't realise. That's going to cost.
An extremely powerful predator is nearby. The colony would do well to treat it with caution.
That's my bad. I wasn't focusing at all. Could have been worse though. At least it was only the 2. Right, let's send the 4s down there, and the 5s can actually go down there briefly. Well, there's a lot. The 1s can come back down here. But how did a spider manage to sneak into one of these entrances, which are just constantly being used? It is a mystery. So the 5s are going to empty some of this space out. Well, there are lots of spiders around all of a sudden, like a lot of them. And they are a problem, spiders. They are very, very hard. At least in terms of damage. A little bit weak. I mean, nothing's particularly weak at this difficulty. What are we up to? 397? Right, let's bring the 5s. Let's bring them over here first, because it's closer to home. Let's see if we can get the 4s on a little adventure, going up here a little bit. But if we're going to get to, they are taking a while to leave their current areas. And the 2s can head over in this way a little bit. And to start thinking about spending some more food in a minute as well. So the 5s have largely cleared that, so go up there and help those clear that now. Yeah, the 4s are a very weak force at the moment. In fact, I might send them over here, because this is kicking off. I was going to try and get them on a little cross-country escapade, but this isn't looking good down here, is it? So as the food we're getting from animals doesn't seem to be going down anymore, as the difficulty increases, I wonder what does change the difficulty increases. Is it just health? Is it health and damage? Is it speed? Is it aggression? There's the number of enemies as well. Let's put them both in the same spot so they're not getting caught. How are these guys must have been down there for ages. Stuck in a constant protracted battle. How are the 5s doing up here? They're clearing out a lot of that food. Clearing out a lot of that food. Up to 8,000 food again. So we will want to go and spend some of that lovely food very soon. I say want to. It's have to, really. Otherwise it's just lost. Otherwise they will do nothing. Let's put another save in. Took 2 attempts to hit escape to get it to actually bring the menu up then. That's how crazy. No. That's how crazy the game is running. I have left it on the high graphics options just because it didn't seem to make any difference whatsoever, so I have left it on high this time, and I'm not even going to bother trying because we know it doesn't do anything now. We have learned our lesson.
The colony would do
right, so send the 2s and the 4s down there to take that on moss. Unamos. It's a very different thing. The 5s are currently helping the 1s clear this area. But then shortly they can come down here and help clear this wonderful little uber creature that's just arrived. Right, he's gone, so let's send the 5s down there, although they are going to have to fight their way through a little bit, perhaps, because, yeah, it's a bit mental. I could really do with, everything's got stuck here, which means the 5s are going to get massacred over there, really. Yeah, these things are just going to destroy them. Oh my word. That's insane. That is utterly insane. We are getting so many uber creatures. So many. Right, so these are finally taking care of some of this. They're going to go and help out up here now. Finally. They've only just started getting food off of that uber creature. Where's the other one? Did the other one just run away? Oh, he's gone up there to fight that. That's okay. He'll get brought into the fight shortly. When was the last time the tide came in, though? That's the problem. I said it was getting very spider heavy, didn't I? And I was not wrong about that. I mean, saying that, it's everything heavy, really, isn't there? There's constant whips, constant tigers, and constant spiders. It's just heavy. Yeah, they've got distracted by running all the way up there now to deal with that. Which is a mild issue, really. Because now they're largely left alone. don't really want to send the 5s there as well, but I think we may have to. Up to 8,000 food, and there's another 3 Ubers to feast from. Oh, I sent the 5s, not the 4s. Oh, that was stupid. Ha! At least that thing's not dead yet, so it's not going to run out too quickly, is what I'm thinking. See, I could turn the food gather off for the 2s and the 4s, but if they're gathering food from these two, I don't really care that much. The only thing I'm going to care about is that tide rising prompt that's going to come up very soon and cost us thousands in food. Oh my word, look at how close we are to filling up on food. Oh! We need to think of something else we're actually going to build next. Who are these? Don't really want to increase the 1s, do we? Who are those? They're the 2s. Yeah, I think I'll do that next. Where's, what did I just make? It's up here, wasn't it? Nope, not the destroy option. Let's do the upgrade option instead, shall we? Should be renegades. Right, so these are all dead now. So 2s, 4s, and 5s are going to be on a constant patrol back and forth up here. And as soon as the tide coming in, or tide rising option comes up, we're going to have to run like the clappers to get as many people out of there as we can. Already up to 7,000 food. Look, there is so much food that's come down, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Do some 5s getting up there. I know there's a few things getting distracted on the way. So what do these cost now? 5,000 for a ranged ant now. 5,000 food. That, my friends, is a lot of food. That is a lot of food. Oh, it's crazy. It is crazy. Right, so they've got rid of both of these. Whether they got all the food or not, I don't know. But they're now finally working on this one. So we've at least used up 2 and a bit of the Uber creatures, which I'm quite happy with. It would have been frustrating if we had to lose all 3. I was terrified the rising tide option was going to come up then, just as all 3 were there. There it is. I am going to have to bring them back straight away. What's it? 2s, 4s, and 5s. Because, yes, that sort of distance there, and there's so many things stuck up here fighting that they would just have no chance at all. Which I don't think they'll go into anyway, because there's so many things coming. Look at this. It's just so constant. So constant. Yeah, it's a shame. It's 1,800 food we're going to lose, but what are the options, really? You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's move the 2s and the 4s either side of the 5s. There's a bit of a protective barrier against all this. The 5s, in fact, can go and clear out some of these areas a little bit. We are almost full of food again, so let's head down to where we were going to build some more. Here, wasn't it? Might as well just do both of them. Only just afford it. They now cost 4,500. They cost 5,500. They cost 14,000 for a major. 14,000. Don't know why I turned that off. I was looking for the upgrade option. That is a lot. That is a lot. And if we need to, we can actually extend this a bit more if we need to. We do need to. Okay. Because these ones are, if anything, more important to get fully leveled up. I suppose the mortars do get the splash damage when they're leveled up, but these are essentially tanks. And we need our tanks fighting fit. Yeah, our food is basically empty, and it's actually going down. Which which is not the way I like to see my food go. I like my food to go up, please. Please go up. Up if you don't mind. So the 5s, I imagine, have cleared a lot of that out. So let's send them up here to get some of that. Hopefully our food, if our food actually starts running out, we could be in trouble. So our food runs out, no ants stop hatching. We have fewer ants on the field defending, and yeah, that's where the trouble could really start rising up for us. I'm hoping that the 5's going over here and getting this little bit of food here will be enough to stem. It started creeping up a little bit. Creeping up a little bit. Was I a little overzealous in building 2 melees at the same time? Perhaps I was. Give me them uber creatures once I've got to at least 1,000 food, so I've got a bit of a buffer if you don't mind. And they're just getting dragged further and further up. It's horrible to watch. Because those ones now are largely orphaned from everyone else. Has this music been this dramatic throughout the whole free play? Don't know. So what I am going to do for next time, I think we've just hit 400%. What are we going to do for next time? What are we going to do for next time? I think we are going to have a vote. I think I'm going to claim no responsibility for it. I'm going to put a vote up in the top right. I always get it wrong. Up in the top right, yeah. So I'm going to put a vote up in the top right, which will pop up around about now-ish. Something like that. So the options will be, let's think, the options will be carry on with Scoonty next time, just to see how far we can really push this. Can we get to 500%? Who's ever seen 500%? It could be insane. So there's carry on with Scoonty, there is start a new free play, and that'll come with the caveat that let me know down below what options you'd like to see there. Do we go melee only? Do we go major only? Do we go ranged only? Or do we try a worker only attempt? Yeah, I suppose the major, ranged and melee would come with the caveat that I'd have to sort of rely on the workers at least to start with, because I'd have no food to start with. So there'd be one of the army ant types, or one of the soldier ant types, plus a few workers to assist. Or there's hungry spider, that'll be the other option. So yes, carry on with Scoonty, new free play, or hungry spider. Those will be the options up in the vote in the top right. So click on that little I button if you missed the prompt and vote away to your heart's content to let me know what it is you'd like to see me do next time. I'm honestly a bit torn. I can see how this is wearing a little bit for people, because at this stage it is the same thing. Like the past probably 3 creatures have been largely exactly the same. There's been no real change in difficulty or challenge, despite the fact the difficulty is ramping up.
It could be devastating to encounter unprepared.
So I could see where you might have some frustrations in more Scoonty, but on the other hand, how far can it go? Like, I'm saying that, maybe if I lose, let's caveat all that. If I lose this, there is no vote. Or maybe it'll just be new free play or hungry spider. Because it's not looking good. Our food did creep up to 800, but we are now starting to lose. Is that an Uber? That's an Uber. Okay. 4s and 2s come down here. This is our lifeline. This is our lifeline down here. In fact, 5s as well. We need to have everything down here, don't we? Just went down to 200 food. It's creeping up a little bit. Oh, I'm starting to go up a little bit more. I think the 5s must have got away with some food or something. Back up to 400. I wonder if 400% difficulty sort of hits like almost trips a switch and makes it super awkward. Now I can't see. Oh, I can see the Uber food. I was wondering if I was mistaken for a second, and that would have been very disappointing. I might send the 2s up there to help out there, I think, actually. And maybe we'll just recoup for a little bit when we harvest those, because these things here are all just essentially dead. They're just dead and they're going to get dragged further and further away from the nest. So yeah, I think I might I'll just leave everything as it is, just defending the nest. We'll move the 4s there, just a bit more of a defense for us. I'm hoping the 2s and the 3s can start gathering some of this food. $800 food. It is starting to creep up a little bit. There are a few enemies starting to make their way down. I say a few, there are lots of enemies starting to make their way down. Let's move the 4s up a little bit, shall we? And the 1s are still there, aren't they? Yes, good, good, good. So they've only got about 700 food from that so far. We are back over 1,000. They're not getting massive amounts of food from this, are they? I guess that's because they're constantly getting stuck attacking stuff. As soon as they're trying to walk stuff away, they must be getting stuck. This is getting insane now. It is getting insane. 1,200 food from there. I'd love to see some food gathering going. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Taking some food? Nope, taking some food. Oh, yep. 1,700 food. We got lucky there. Building those 2 melee at the same time is very nearly the end of this for us. We got very, very lucky. I'm going to have to move the 4s up because there's so many up here that have been pulled out of position. I'm going to have to move the 2s away from there, I think, because they're not really doing much in terms of gathering food, but there's a rather large force of enemies coming down now. 900 food left there. The 2s are starting to move away. We'll send the 5s over there once they've finished off with this. Oh, I think it's gone. I don't think we've got it all. That seemed too quick. So we'll move the 5s up there to get that food. The 2s and 4s are defense force here. The other thing I'd almost like to see is if we could get it down to single-figure frames. We can get the game that taxed it starts hitting single-figure frames on a regular basis. Also not something I'd necessarily like to see, but it would be interesting to see. So we're almost up to 3,000. Look at that, actually literally almost nothing down there until the enemy just spawned. So they've managed to get the food from all of there, which is great. So the 5s can start heading up here. The 2s and the 4s, I think we'll actually have to pull them back a little bit, because otherwise they are going to end up all down there within that minute. But the 5s can continue up here to grab some food, because they're not going to get so involved in the fights anyway. Another uber creature respawn, which is great. Which is great. And we'll start losing. Yeah, let's move the 5s back.
It could be devastating to encounter unprepared.
It could be. It could be. It'll probably be fine. Yeah, saying that, probably be fine. I thought about it briefly, and I decided it'd be alright. So we've got ourselves back up to 3,000 food again. You are sacrificing yourselves for the greater good, aren't you? So the water is going to come in and take care of at least one of these whip spiders. Yeah? Yeah? Nah, not going to be that lucky. Not going to be that lucky. Five's got there. This one ping them between those two really to try and gather some food. So we are rapidly running out of time. So we are not going to die this time. We are definitely going to make it through this latest part of the free play. So I think it would be a shame to leave Scoonty without a definitive end, but I could understand completely if people wanted to see me move on to something else or a different challenge. There is always the caveat that, you know, we could always come back to Scoonty at some point to see how it would go, but realistically, once we've moved on, it's probably going to be quite difficult to actually come back at some point. Not the 5s, not the 5s, not the 5s. 2s and the 4s can go and take care of that new uber creature that spawned. They absolutely rinsed that. They absolutely rinsed it. Did not care about it in the slightest. And that's a good chunk more feed coming back now straight away, which is just awesome. So that'll see us through a little bit longer. Right, so I really am going to have to start thinking about wrapping this up now. Oh, the difficulty hasn't gone above... Does it stop at 400? Because if it stops at 400, then... Well, then we know there's no point in carrying on, because we can definitely survive this. The difficulty is still going up. It took a long time to go up, but it is still going up, so... We've almost got all of that food there. We are going to start thinking about what to build next after this. So there's another uber creature there, isn't there? Let's bring the 2s down there to help take care of that, and then the 5s can go down there to do that. 4,500 for a melee, 5,500 for a ranged, and 14,000 for a major. I feel like I may have looked at that previously now that I see that again, but okay. So that one's nearly done. They're getting pulled out a bit, but at least they're supposed to defend in and holding off all of those creatures. Nothing so much defending that side, but it might just be the way it goes. Things will just never be the same. Let's bring the 2s back over there, because that thing's dead. We can bring the 5s over there, because it's got 3 food left. I trust the 2s to gather 3 food. Not that much food has arrived there, has it? Wonder why that is. The 3s has just been very good at collecting it. Is it just not much spawned? So I was supposed to be doing not much coming out, so I do seem to have a good chance to get the food away, which is unusual. That is unusual to see. It's only just occurred to me actually that I literally couldn't build a major. I would have to build 50% more food, and bearing in mind that we have this, and this chamber, I'd have to build another, maybe another one that size again at least, and probably a few more, just to be able to build a single major ant. That's crazy. That's crazy. Right, assuming the difficulty does go up, as I said, there'll be a vote up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. At least that's where it is on desktop. On mobiles, I have no idea, but I'm sure you clever people can figure it out. So the options will be, do you want to see another, and quite possibly the final iteration of Scoonty? I say quite possibly the final. I've been saying that for a few videos now. But would you like to see more Scoonty? Would you like to see a new free play? And if you do want to see a new free play, do also let me know down in the comments, as I say, whether you want that to be a ranged, melee, major, or worker only free play, which seems to be largely the suggestions from people down in the comments. So love to see your suggestions. Or do we have another crack at Hungry Spider? I don't imagine my skills have improved much for Hungry Spider, because it's a kind of different skill set, but it would be something very different if you guys wanted to have a little bit of a break from the free play. So do let me know up above in the vote and down below in the comments what you'd like to see there. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this latest look at Empires of the Undergrowth and the absolute insanity that is 400%. There's another, oh, that's the same one. I thought it was a spider. The absolute insanity that is 400% difficulty free play with 179 soldiers and 178 workers we've got to. That's crazy. So do hit like if you've enjoyed it. As I said, leave your comments down below and subscribe if you haven't already. Of course. Don't forget, I do stream on Wednesdays and I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth. And as always, thank you so very, very much for joining me.